River Roustabout, centrally located in Oklahoma, provides construction services specifically tailored for oilfield projects. Our team consists of highly skilled, experienced professionals who offer a wide range of services in construction, maintenance, and operations, focusing on both upstream and midstream sectors. With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline and roustabout services, our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156.
Are you out of high school and looking for a career? At Tulsa Tech, you can explore exciting opportunities in IT, aviation, automotive, manufacturing, visual arts, and more. And Tulsa Tech offers a tuition-free scholarship for adults 18 to 23 years old. That's what I said, free. It's called the Accelerating Independence Scholarship. It's like fast-tracking into a career you love, can make money in, and a career with a future. Find out more about Tulsa Tech's Accelerating Independence Scholarship at tulsatech.edu.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
Summer job, babysitting money, graduation gifts. Sounds like it's time to open a free student checking account with Communication Federal Credit Union. It's made for teens and tweens. Open your new account and get a free Visa debit card for secure shopping power online or in stores. Plus, mom and dad can transfer money in and manage it all from the app. Go to comfedcu.org for details. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Hill Spring Church in Sand Springs, we'd like to invite you to join us for one of our worship services, Sunday morning at 10 a.m. at the Charles Page High School Auditorium.
You can worship with us online at our website, hillspring.tv, our YouTube channel, or on Facebook Live.
We offer exciting programs for kids of all ages and a fun family atmosphere where it's easy to connect and find a place to belong.
Join us this Sunday. We'll save you a seat.
Hill Spring Church, making a difference together. At Hill Spring Church in San...
Live from the BOK Center in downtown Tulsa, it is day one of the 59th annual Boys and Girls Tournament of Champions, fueled by Quick Trip and powered by Squirtle. Hello again, everybody, and good evening. Welcome to the marquee matchup of day number one of the boys draw, as three-time defending 2A state champion and top-ranked Dale 10-0 takes on the immovable force of the Weatherford Eagles. They are number one at 4A, 9-0 on the season, and one of three prohibited favorites to challenge for the 4A crown. Of course, the Eagles have had a Douglas problem each of the last couple of years, both years ending with losses to Douglas in the state championship game, despite 28-2 record. Weatherford has been one of the stalwarts with his senior class and Derek Bull the last 3 years. They are 69-11, and they are 46-4 in the last two seasons. I'm Todd Miller. I'm joined by Doug Nelson. And Doug, this is a matchup that I think a lot of people are looking for. Dale comes in maybe a little bit more under the radar because there is no Dayton Forsyth. Weatherford comes here with expectations of not only winning the first round, but perhaps taking the whole thing home.
Yeah, there's no Dayton, but there is Denton for sure. And as long as you got one of the Forsyths in your game plan, you have got a chance. You were talking about Coach Bull's numbers. I believe that's about 94% win percentage over that span of time. But on the flip side of that, when you look at what Coach Edmondson has done, I believe he was NFHS Coach of the Year. I mean, this guy is getting it done. His record, I mean, it's just amazing. And then also, 102 wins versus 4 losses, 96% win percentage over that time span.
Weatherford comes in with a record of 9-0. They're 2-0 against ranked teams. They blown out 4A number 19 Ardmore 64-25. I think that tells you the difference between the top half of the class and the middle to the bottom of the top 25. They have manhandled 3A number 5 Anadarko as well, 64-25. They are led by the 6'6 senior C.J. Nixon. He is an OU signee both for football and men's basketball, but the cupboard is certainly not just C.J. Nixon and then Bear. The Sage boys, Ethan and Tate, both are twins. Both are very good basketball players, headed for Drake and Pitt State, respectively. Walker Kennedy was a huge move in for the Weatherford Eagles from Piedmont a year ago, where he averaged 17 points as a junior for the Wildcats of Class 6A. They also have a couple of stout defenders. They are a team that really will get after you. They have tremendous size with Ethan and Tate Sage both going 6'7". Nixon is 6'6", and this is a team that's going to present a lot of matchup challenges for Dale. The Pirates 2 years ago surprised the field. They came in and won it, defeating Tulsa Memorial in the championship game. Last year they were beaten in the semifinals 63-60 on a last-second shot from Jalen Montanati, beat Crossings Christian in the third-place game. So the last 2 years, Dale is 5-1 here at the Tournament of Champions, and they are the first 2A school to make 3 consecutive tournament appearances at the TOC since Pawnee, led by Keaton Page, did it back in 2005, 2006, and 2007. Dale comes in averaging 82.9 points per ball game. They are giving up 43, and I'll tell you this, if they come close to either one of those numbers, they're probably going to win the basketball game. Holding Weatherford to 43 would be very difficult. Scoring 83 against the Eagles, likely impossible. But that's kind of the barometer for you tonight for Dale.
Yeah, something's got to give. And you said it. It's the marquee matchup of the night. This next one will be nice, too, with Broken Arrow Girls and Glenpool. But this one, as far as the boys' side of it, is really, really something. I'm sure when the seedings came out and they looked at it, they're like, goodness, man, first round? Okay, well, somebody's got to win, somebody's going to lose. Something's got to give here between these two programs. And watching these Sage boys with the height of 6'7", one going to Drake, that's Tate, and then also the other young man, Ethan, at 6'7", going to Pitt State.
These two programs play difficult schedules. Dale has played among the toughest schedules among all classes the last couple of years. Last year, they went 3-1 at a very prestigious Tournament of Champions up near Chicago and Washington, Illinois, where they went 3-1, included a top 15 national victory over Metamora, a Class 3A school in the land of Lincoln. The Pirates, they can schedule a lot of easy victories. They have enough of those when they play within their class, but Jeff Edmondson is not worried about win streaks. He has been worried about improving his team. They play outstanding scrimmage competition, of course, here for a third consecutive year at the Boys Tournament of Champions. Dale last played on December the 20th. They blew out number 13 Cashin, 91-62. The Pirates, as we mentioned, are 10-0, but 6 of their wins have come against teams that have been ranked in the top 15 of the time in their respective classes that they face the Dale Pirates. Should be a good one. 4A number 1, 3A defending, or 2A three-time defending state champion Dale, top ranked in the class. It's coming up next. The starting lineups are next here for the BOK Center and the 59th Annual Tournament of Champions, fueled by Quick Trip and powered by Squirtle. For the crew with you as we welcome you back courtside of the BOK Center, the 59th annual playing of the Tournament of Champions. Boys and girls action underway. After this, there will be one more girls game, one more boys game in the docket here in the opening day of play. Let's meet today's starting lineups. First of all, for Dale, coached by Jeff Edmondson in his 17th season. Jeff with 419 victories at Dale, 498 career victories that started back in 1999 at Meeker and is extended to Dale High School. He'll start his son, Easton Edmondson, an outstanding floor general, 5'10", and a senior. Easton averaging 9 points. He also has 55 assists on the season. Denton Forsyth is averaging 17.6 points per ball game. But keep in mind, these numbers I'm giving you really are through half of ball games. They don't play 4 quarters very often at all. They probably will today, though. Denton averaging 17.6 and 5 rebounds per ball game. Jet Hickman is a 6'4" senior, averaging a career best 10 rebounds in his final year as a Pirate and pulling down 6.2 rebounds. Levi Kelly is a 5'11" senior, a commit to Bob Hoffman at the University of Central Oklahoma. He's been off to a slow start shooting, but heating up about the right time. He is now shooting 41% for the floor, but only 8 of 35 from 3, averaging just under 7 a game and 1.4 rebounds a game. And Trey Chambers is going to have his hands full today with the size of Weatherford, averaging 14.4 points per ball game and 7.8 rebounds. The 6'6" senior completes the starting lineup. All-time, Dale 6-3 here at the Tournament of Champions. They've won 5 of their last 6. Winning the title 2 years ago, finishing 3rd last year. Their only other appearance came back in 2012. They finished 7th in that season. Derek Bull is the head coach in Weatherford. He'll start Walker Kennedy, a 6'3" senior, transfer from Piedmont. Jackson Smith, who is now in his 3rd year as a starter, a 6'3" junior. Ethan and Tate Sage, both seniors, both 6'7", and C.J. Nixon, a 6'6" senior, headed for the University of Oklahoma. Winner in all likelihood will get Dale. The loser in all likelihood will get Wilson Henrietta. Dale, the visitors, of the road black and white. Weatherford of the home, maroon, or white and maroon, and we are underway. The ball fumbled by Forsyth, but he dives to the floor and is able to retrieve the possession. Dale moving from right to left as you watch here in the opening half of play. No score in the first possession of the ball game. Edmondson to Forsyth. He slipped but kept his dribble. Kick out pass knocked out of bounds by Walker Kennedy. 7:46 to play, opening period. No score between a pair of top-ranked teams. Weatherford in 4A and the 3-time defending 2A state champion Dale Pirates. Forsyth handles it out high. A good crowd here on hand for the night session. Forsyth pivots right elbow. Leaves it back out front for Kelly to Edmondson. Half a minute deep. Dale being very deliberate against this zone defense. Edmondson pulls up right angle. Jumper in and out, no good. Chambers keeps it alive, tips it up off the glass. Higdon to Easton, now to Kelly. A deep 3 straight on back rims. And the first rebound for Weatherford gathered up by Ethan Sage. He'll leave it to the Piedmont transfer, Walker Kennedy in the front court. Dale in a man-to-man, and he's pressured as Kennedy by Easton Edmondson. Out high, Ethan Sage. Now it's Nixon, back out high to Tate Sage. His following jumper, no good. Rebounded Jet Higdon.
Yeah, both teams extremely patient here offensively. You see the athleticism from Weatherford that first trip on defense. Here's
down
Forsyth.
Goes Forsyth. They're being physical with him. His following jumper from 8 in the paint is good, and Dale leads early 2-0. Jeff Edmondson said he thinks these are 2 of the top 5 boys teams in the entire state. He said, I'm not beating our guys' chest. He said, that's how good I think Weatherford is.
Oh, that's easy to see just with the crowd in here, and there's Forsyth.
Nixon turns it over. Denton with the interception all the way to the goal. Layup is good, and it's a 4-0 Dale lead over 4A number 1 Weatherford. 6:15 to play here in the opening period for the BOK Center. Walker Kennedy guarded by Edmondson. Dale in a man-to-man defense. Right side is Ethan Sage. He drives an offensive foul. Ethan turns it over. His first back-to-back turnovers now for the Eagles. And Dale has it, leading a pair of Denton Forsyth baskets 4-0. Denton, of course, the younger brother of Dowan, who played in this program, and Dayton, who now is at the University of Oklahoma. Denton has waited patiently for his opportunity to be the man at Dale. And this is his team with the graduation of his brother, despite being a junior and a senior-laden starting lineup. Forsyth, right side. Kelly out front. One dribble, left side, Edmondson. He penetrates, gets it down low. Higdon goes up and under for the lay-in. It's 4-0 Dale and a timeout Weatherford. And the Pirate partisan behind us come to their feet in unison. 2 minutes in, 6-0 Dale.
You talked about being the man and leading the way. How about he's doing it defensively as well, taking that charge? That means working on both ends of the floor as a leader, and you saw it right there.
It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Weatherford kind of reeling at the outset. They have missed a field goal attempt and turned it over their 3 first-period possessions. They have held opponents, they being the Eagles, to 39 points or fewer 4 times in 9 games. The most they have allowed this year is 47 twice. And again, they are hungry this season. Felt like they could have beaten Douglas each of the last 2 years and came up short in the state championship game. They are the early season favorite in Class 4A. Time back in. Weatherford will inbound to the backcourt with Tate Sage. Gets it to Walker Kennedy. Weatherford will roll with about 8 deep in most games. 6-0 Dale at the outset. Wing right, Tate Sage. On the baseline, it's his twin brother, Ethan. Hard dribble left. Gets into the paint. Now to Kennedy. His follow-away three, no good. Sage with a rebound. And Tate resets. Kennedy's three, fall away over Kelly. Good to the top of the circle.
Did a good job just being patient. Got a good look right there for Kennedy. He'll shoot a ton of three balls.
Averaged over 17 a game at Class 6A Piedmont a year ago. Took him almost 2.5 minutes. Weatherford on the board. The lead cut in half for Dale at 6-3 Pirates. Out front, Denton Forsyth. One dribble, hands it off to Easton Edmondson. Edmondson backs it out in the mid-court stripe here at the BOK Center. Higdon on a screen and roll, covered up. Easton angles left with a dribble. Cross courts it now for Denton Forsyth. Out there with him is Tate Sage. Forsyth goes up and Sage blocks the shot.
Wow, 2'6'7" brothers right there. Nowhere to go with that one. And we'll have a block call right here.
Nixon caught the ball to the front court and immediately ran into Jet Higdon, who was not set. Jet with his first. First team foul of the period against the Pirates. 3 minutes deep, 6-3 Dale.
You get by one Sage brother at 6'3", and then the other 6'7" is waiting on you.
This is a really big lineup for a Class 4A school.
Huge.
Size you would normally see at 5A, certainly at the 6A level. Inbounds pass comes from Kennedy to Tate Sage. They'll put up another three and got it.
Walker Kennedy again with his second three ball.
Almost the same identical spot, and he's answered with 6 straight. Weatherford has answered the timeout called by Derek Bull to forge our first tie of the night at 6-6 with 4:40 to play in the first period. Edmondson pivots, bounces it to Higdon. Back to Easton. Cross courts at left quarter for Forsyth. He'll put up a three. That one was an air ball over the outstretched arms of Tate Sage. Quickly to the front court. Kennedy to Tate, right wing side, back to Walker in the slot. Kennedy drives right. It's ripped out of his hands by Forsyth. Possession stays with Weatherford.
Yeah, Kelly did a good job getting a piece of that right there on that drive. Reached in with his right hand.
Dale started with back-to-back field goals from Forsyth, and then Higdon hit a reverse layup, forcing a Weatherford timeout. Since then, Walker Kennedy has answered with 2 straight threes, and Weatherford has their first lead as they cut Nixon backdoor for the layup.
Great pass from Sage, big Tate in there to the big fella, CJ.
8-6 Weatherford, halfway home through the opening period. Todd Miller, Doug Nelson with you tonight on Squirtle. Between the circles, Denton Forsyth bounces it to a wide-open Higdon for the layup.
Yeah, another great pass right back at you on the other side.
Everybody thinks about Denton as a scorer, and rightfully so. He has over 40 assists now as the junior. 3:53 to go opening period. As you get another look at the basket, 8-8 our score. Out front with it is Sage. He takes a dribble. That's Ethan. All over him is Trey Chambers. Largest player in the starting lineup at 6'6 for Dale. Nixon bounces at left low post. Kennedy rips it away from Edmondson, goes up, draws the foul. And we'll have our first free throws of the contest coming from Weatherford. That's against Easton Edmondson. It's the second whistle against Dale here in the first period.
I love watching Edmondson. You can tell he's a coach's kid, plays the game very, very smart, very heady. You know what else I like is all the kids behind Dale's bench. I saw this last year. There's a ton of them. I don't know if those are all high school kids or junior high, but you can tell that program is on fire.
Kennedy misses the first. They're all high school players and in the program. And you know what? Jeff is one for all and all for one. Last year, he took every single member of the high school basketball team up to Chicago.
Wow.
He wants everybody to be a part of it. Second free throw is good. That is now a 9-2 Weatherford run after a 6-0 Dale start. Eagles lead it 9-8. Down the paint goes Edmondson. Kicks it left quarter. Kelly's three, front rims, no. Nixon boxes out for the rebound. C.J. Nixon, you can tell he's a football player and a basketball guy. He is thick.
Went after that rebound. Also earlier in the game, you can tell he is something.
Ethan Sage hands it off to Kennedy. Back out front to Tate Sage. Down to Walker Kennedy with under 3 to play here in the first period. Slot right, Tate Sage right into the body of Chambers. Missed it. Tate gets his own miss, goes back up. He's tied up by Forsyth, and they're calling a foul against Denton, and the Dale bench does not particularly like that call. It's the first against Denton, the third of the period against Dale.
A lot of contact on that first initial drive, and then, yeah, there was bodies all over it right there on the the call on the floor.
You're right. I think they could have called the foul initially before the shot. Now they're going to make
wow.
it up and call an illegal screen against Walker Kennedy, who's picked up his first and the team's second.
Yeah. Watching the official demonstrate what he did right here. Yeah, that hurts that young man.
Jeff Edmondson, normally very mild-mannered out there on the bench. He did get fired up here at the Tournament Champions 2 seasons ago. One of the few times I've actually seen him that vocal during the basketball game, covering the Pirates for 3 years. Edmondson to Chambers out front, back to Easton against the Weatherford zone. Now it's Trey, top of the circle. He'll let fly a three. It's on line, but short, and snatched up off the hardwood by Ethan Sage. 9-8 Weatherford in a battle of top teams in 4A and 2A. With 2:16 to go in the opening period.
Again, nice crowd filling in here. I've been here for 4 straight years, helping out with Lincoln. But goodness, how about the big fella right there, C.J. Nicholson?
Knocks down a three at the top of the circle. It's 12-8 Eagles with 2:10 to play here in the opening period. Well, if he starts shooting from there, and he certainly can, he is almost impossible to guard. Forsyth against the zone, bounces to Edmondson, touches it down low. Chambers lays it up. He was shoved, and he's going to the line.
Drew the foul. Yeah, sorry. You're used to working by yourself, and here I am stepping on you. I apologize, my man.
No. Tate Sage with his first. I am not real fond of working by myself.
Did a great job drawing that foul. Here he goes for 2.
He's an 83% foul shooter, and the first one is up and nothing but net. Dale averages just over 14 trips per game to the line and makes 65% of their shots. As Cash Jennings, a stout, athletic kid, doesn't really score much, but is a great defender as the first off the bench. He's a 6-foot senior. Second free throw is up, and that one side rims. Rebound out of Forsyth. He ran it down and resets on the corner, trying to cross corner. The ball deflected, and finally run down to the far corner by Higdon. He drives around Sage to the glass, and Nixon pins it up against the window. Dale wanted goaltending, no whistle. Walker Kennedy briefly has the numbers, 5-on-4, spins away from Edmondson, scoop shot, good.
Yeah, you'd like to see a replay on that. That's hard to call that quick. Athletes going right at each other.
Forsyth into the front court, jump passes right side. Weatherford by 5. Higdon comes up short on a 5-footer right angle. Nixon with a rebound. CJ into the front court to Walker Kennedy. Kennedy back to CJ, slot right. Higdon draws the assignment on him. Now it's Sage. That's Ethan to Tate, top of the circle with 1:14 to play in the period. He double dribble.
I'd like to know what Nixon's vertical is. That young man can get up and get up quick.
I'll tell you what, there's not a lot of dual sport athletes at the Division I level.
No, sir.
He is going to try football and basketball for Porter Mosier and the Sooners next season. 5-point Weatherford lead, the biggest of the evening for the Eagles. Dale raced out to a 6-0 lead. 1:02 to play in the first period. Higdon uncovered to the free throw line. Wanted to give it up. Now Nixon covers him up, and he leaves it for Edmondson.
1-3-1 look here for the Eagles.
Bounce pass to Chambers out high, right side. Denton a long three. Little short, he follows his own miss. Pump fakes, the defender stays down. Now he goes to Ethan, who bounce passes it back to Denton. His bounce pass taken away by Sage. Ethan behind the back dribble to the front court. Pivots and gets it down to Walker Kennedy. And Derek Bullis saying, let's play for one shot. We're under a half minute to go here in the opening period. Kennedy backs it out near the midcourt stripe.
Yeah, good job right there by Coach Bull, just getting what he wants in this last 30 seconds, and well coached. Both teams, this is the premier game of the day, I promise you.
17 seconds to play. Now Kennedy starts the offense in motion. Edmondson cuts him off. Out high with it is Ethan Sage. 10 seconds now to play in the opening period for the BOK Center. Tate Sage guarded by Trey Chambers, both wearing number 24. Down the paint, Kennedy is jumper, no good, contested, ball juggled, stick back, goes straight up in the air. Chambers has it, and finally the buzzer ends the opening period. Dale led 6-0. Weatherford closes on a 14-3 run. It has a 5-point lead 8 minutes in to this first round matchup at the BOK Center. 14-8 Weatherford. We're back for period number 2. After these messages for the Tournament of Champions, fueled by Quick Trip and powered by Squirtle.
For a lot of people with a fear of their credit score and wanting a new or used car loan, this is the last place that one wants to be. Well, at Western Sun Federal Credit Union, a marginal credit score doesn't necessarily mean no. In fact, they have a terrific record of getting members approved, and all it requires is this: Give Western Sun a look for low rates and a fast response. I doubt you'll be disappointed. WSFCU.com.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma. Big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We are making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than...
Dale, 31% field goal shooting for 13 in the opening period. Weatherford 5 of 9, including 3 of 4 from 3 rebounds, 10-4 Eagles. That's going to be a problem if it stays that way. Forsyth and Higdon each with 4-9 from Walker Kennedy leads the scoring for Weatherford. Eagles have it, a 5-point lead. It's underway here in the second period from the Tournament of Champions. Down low is Nixon. He'll bounce it out front. Walker Kennedy pump fakes, moves to his left, and he knocks it down. This kid is on fire. He's got a dozen already.
Yeah, and falling to his left, just throws it up, nothing but the bottom.
He might be the missing link they need to get over Douglas. He again transferred from Piedmont. 17-9. Forsyth driving around Sage into the body of two defenders. Throws it high off the window and in.
What control of his body right there to go through the contact and then finish high off the glass with the sweet kiss.
7:15 to go. Opening period. Opening half. 17-11. Weatherford. Forsyth has 6 to lead. Alldale scores. Kennedy has a dozen. Works left wing. Bounces it for Nixon. Out high it goes for Hunter Nelson. He'll hand it back to Kennedy. Walker veers right. They switch. Chambers is on him in the zone. They'll lob it across the floor. Nixon for 3 misses wide right. Rebound to Forsyth. Only their second miss in 5 3-point attempts here for the first period plus.
Yeah, he hit that first three. That one was way off the mark. Probably not going to see a lot of threes from him.
Dale down by 6 for the basketball. Into the front court. Forsyth spins right. Open 8-footer. No good. Off the back rim. Nixon has it for Weatherford. He'll leave it for Tate Sage, who brings it into the front court. Sage boys headed for Drake in Pitt State for college. Cash Jennings, Nixon, double to the block, had it knocked into his hands, gets it to Kennedy out front. He attacks left to the goal, layup, no good. Rebound Sage, back up and in, and Tate has his first basket.
Did a great job crashing the boards right there, kept the ball high and finished off the glass.
Lead 8 with 2 minutes gone here in the second period. Weatherford 19-11. Loser will play tomorrow afternoon against the loser of the final boys game of the day between Owasso and Wilson Henrietta. Long 3 by Kelly, no good. He's missed his first 3 field goal attempts. C.J. Nixon with a rebound.
Nixon easily going to have over double digits on rebounds.
2 reserves out there. One of those is Hunter Nelson, handles it right. He'll bounce it for Sage in the corner. The other reserve is Cash Jennings. He swings it left to Nixon. Nixon head of the circle with 5.5 to go in the first half. Weatherford taking control, leading by 8. Nixon a long 2, back rims it out front. Rebound to Forsyth.
Things starting to speed up right here on both ends.
Weatherford gets back in the zone. Kelly touches it right side for Easton Edmondson. Edmondson with a crossover dribble. Jump pass his left corner. Chambers run off the arc by Nixon. Back to Easton. Jeff Edmondson right up in front of us saying, let's get a good shot here, and calls out the offense. Under 5 to play here in the first half. Weatherford leading by 8 in Tulsa. Edmondson to Chambers, head of the circle. Left side, it's Forsyth. He works against Tate Sage and a blocking foul, and that's the second on Tate.
Yeah, Forsyth did a great job of drawing that contact. Sage just kind of looks at him and says, no, that wasn't a foul, but it was. Great group of officials calling this. This is an honor for them to call in this tournament as well.
Dylan Epp, a 5'8 junior, comes in for the first time off of the bench. Ethan Sage will return along with Jackson Smith for Weatherford. They have been pushed by Life Prep out of Wichita and Lott in their last 2 games, winning by 9 and 8 respectively. Chambers goes up. Initial shot blocked by Ethan, but Trey gets it back and lays it in.
Did a great job staying with it. Got it blocked, but got his own rebound and went back.
4:48 to play first half, 19-13. 4A number 1 leading 2A number 1 Dale. Into the front court left is Dylan Epp. Epp bounces it right side. Diving was Edmondson. It's ripped away from him by Kennedy. Walker Kennedy. He'll drive it underneath the basket to Nixon, and a kick out, and he knocks down the corner left 3.
Yeah, nothing but the bottom on that one. Very patient in that far side, that corner pocket.
Nixon has 8 points. Walker Kennedy has 12. That's 20 of their 22, and a kick ball called against the Eagles.
Yeah, Kennedy reached out with that right foot, got a piece of it.
Nate Rearman is really the only player that they lost off last year's state runner-up team, and he is now playing for Brett Weiberg in Weatherford at Southwestern Oklahoma State. Denton Forsyth with it, right front court. A stationary dribble, looking for a screen high from Higdon. Hard dribble left, now spins right, gets to the block, leans in, and scores off the window.
God, again, just a great step through, great body control, finish strong.
That's why a lot of people at the Division I level already taking notice of Denton after his sophomore season. 22-15, Forsyth with 8, keeping Dale close. Under the halfway point here with the opening half. Epp gets a bounce pass out high, tries to dribble, can't. Now it's Jackson-Smith. Smith holds way up front right forecourt against Levi Kelly. Back to Dillon, to Smith. He cross-courts it to Epp. One dribble left side. Sage with a basketball. To Walker Kennedy. Directing the floor traffic. Backs it out to the wing. Lobs it back to Epp. He'll leave it right side of the bounce pass to Ethan Sage, who knocks down the three.
Wow, we were right in line with that one. You can tell when it left his hand, it was money.
If Weatherford doesn't cool off, and they've been red hot to start the night from beyond the arc, they've made 6 threes. It's going to be a long night for the Pirates. 25-15 after Dale led early 6-0. Winding towards 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Edmondson jump passes left quarter. Kelly trying to drive, can't. Cut off left of the paint. Back out high with it is Denton Forsyth. He'll drive against Sage, throws it up one-handed and drops it in cleanly.
Wow, over the 6'7" outreach hands of Sage boys.
His brother, Dayton, the former MVP of this tournament. Weatherford wants a 30-second timeout. It's 25-17 with 2:47 to play here in the first half, and we will keep it right here for 30 seconds. And the playmakers doing what they do, Doug, and that's making shots.
Well, and these bright lights of the BOK, they stand out. His brother did it the last couple of years, and now here he is. Hey, I remember back in the day, I played football at Southwestern, but Alan Boyd was the head boys coach at Weatherford back in the day, and really got it rolling back many, many years ago. Looking at their state tournament appearances, 11 of them. They're 0-3 in the finals. And just looking at some numbers here, state runner-up the last 2 years.
You know, a lot of people think about Weatherford as being a football school, and they have tradition really second to almost none. But recently, they've had a lot more success on the hardwood than they have on the gridiron.
Yeah. You can tell they are well coached, and this team's on a mission.
Very well schooled defensively.
I like that last possession, both offense and defense for Dell. They were patient in the defense and tried to force some turnovers here, but Weatherford was very patient and got a good look off of it.
Walker Kennedy to Ethan Sage, drives and a foul. Denton Forsyth wanted to travel, but instead Higdon's going to pick up his second foul. It's only the fourth called against the Pirates in the first here, late in the second period.
Watching both coaches working hard right here, calling out commands on both ends.
Tate Sage to inbound, wearing number 24, and a whistle, and see what they're going to call. Jeff Edmondson came up off the bench quickly. He wanted a foul against Weatherford, and he's going to get that.
Yeah, wanted to hold, and he got it.
Yep, on Ethan Sage, and now both of the Sage brothers have 2 personal fouls. That is the second against the Eagles here, with 2:38 to play in the opening half. You see the score on the lower part of your screen. Weatherford 25, Dale 17. Booker T. Washington over OK. They blew them out in the fourth period. It was a 3-point game in the third. Other boys game today, Millwood overcame an 8-point fourth period deficit to knock off 4A number 3 Crossings and send the Crossings bunch from Edmond into the losers bracket.
Yeah, Millwood in the finals semifinals with Booker T.
Out high with it is Denton Forsyth to Kelly. They try to trap. Levi tried to kick it out, and it's stolen away. Ethan Sage with the interception. 2:16 to play in the opening half. Weatherford by 8. He'll try to add to it. Sage with a 3. It's short for the left circle. A couple of steps behind the arc, and Higdon wipes the window clean.
Yeah, I liked how he squared up and got a good look at it. Came off that screen.
Denton Forsyth beats a double team with a bounce pass. Edmondson back to Denton. Forsyth spins to Edmondson out front. Edmondson angles right. Well, they're trying to surprise trap and jump the ball out front. Edmondson open for 3. Bang! He got it. Right over C.J. Nixon.
Yeah, they're running that 1-3-1, and it's long, and they're lanky, and they're able to cover a lot of ground. But how about that 3 ball for Dell, and that makes it 25-20, and that's a big one.
wants a timeout. 1:50 to play in the opening period. As we go to break, there's a look at the three-pointer, the first of the night to drop for the Pirates. We're back after these messages for the 58th Annual Tournament of Champions, fueled by Quick Trip and powered by Squirtle.
No matter what comes our way, we'll always put you first. You're more than a patient. You're someone we care about. And we're working hard every day to keep you safe and continue to give you the best care so you can feel comfortable here. Not because Stillwater Medical is a healthcare provider, but because we're your provider. And we're ready to see you and serve you right here at home.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off. Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and
Denton Forsyth has 13 of the team's 20 points, $1.50 to go with the first half. Weatherford will inbound. Their lead is down to single digits. In fact, it's a two-possession game, 25-20.
You talked about the stars come out at night, especially in the Tournament of Champions, and the lights are on bright right here at the BOK. What a great environment for these guys.
A lot of these Pirates work with Nate Logan. He has really helped their development over the years. Very, very much responsible for all the success the Forsyth brothers have had as Dale Pirates. In the backcourt, Ethan Sage. He'll bounce it right side. Jackson Smith bounces it for C.J. Nixon between the circles. 1:35 to play first half, and a steal. Levi Kelly jumped the route, took it away from Tate Sage to the goal against Nixon, and Nixon had his hand in the net, and that should be basket interference. Yes, they're going to count it.
Yeah, good
Levi
call.
Kelly with his first basket.
Possibly could have been his second goaltending if they would have maybe counted that first one. Of course, we never got a replay, but just an athlete going after it.
1:29 to play. All of a sudden, Dale has cut it from 10 down to 3 on a 7-0 run of the Pirates against the 4A number 1 team. Walker Kennedy, the 6'3 floor general, into the front court, bounces it out high. They tried to get the trap. Ethan Sage back to Walker. Kennedy with it slot left. And Nixon, he'll fire for 3. Got it left quarter.
Forget everything I said about him shooting threes because he's 3 for 4 now. Goodness.
Has 11 points. He and Walker Kennedy doing the lion's share of the scoring for the Eagles. 1 minute to play first half, 6-point lead. Higdon backs in, the defender flop, no call, and Higdon lays it in.
Yeah, did a good job of just staying concentrated on that and finishing.
45 seconds to play here in the first half, 28-24. Weatherford keeping the pressure on the 3-time defending 2A state champions. Ethan Sage backs it out, and they may play again for the final shot. They started their last possession of the second period with about this much time.
Yes, sir, they did. And that's exactly what they're doing. Both teams well coached.
Ethan Sage holds it out high. His brother joins him along the midcourt line with 18 seconds to play here in the first half. 28-24 Weatherford. It's been a good one. The marquee game as far as I'm concerned here with the first of 4 on the opening day of the 59th Annual Tournament of Champions. Out front, Sage, 5 seconds to play. Gets it down low. Nixon spins to his left, came up short, hit to the rebound, and that will do it. C.J. Nixon had a nice look at the turnaround left-hander, but he came up short. He was in too close, Doug. He's made 3 of 4 from beyond the arc.
He's so strong, really under control, turning over that right shoulder. Like you said, just a little short on that shot.
Halftime from downtown Tulsa. Holiday Hoops in progress. At the break, Weatherford leads Dale 28-24. We're back after these messages from the 58th Annual Tournament of Champions, fueled by Quick Trip and powered by Squirtle.
Feel safe and secure with Arlo Wireless Outdoor Camera, available at Pioneer. Arlo offers top-notch protection with crystal clear video quality, rain or shine. Monitor your home from anywhere with remote smartphone access. Whether you're at home or on the go, Arlo keeps you connected to what matters most. Trust Arlo and Pioneer to keep your home safe and secure. Visit gopioneer.com to get your Arlo wireless cameras today.
The future comes fast, which is why it's important to start planning for tomorrow, today. So whether you're setting aside money for something special or just safeguarding it against a rainy day, at Gateway, we've got competitive rates on a full suite of savings products. So consider us your gateway to earning money on your money. Open a high-yield savings account with an annual percentage yield of 3.5%. Visit gatewayfirst.com. Gateway First Bank, member FDIC.
Farming today isn't just about hard work. It's about making smart choices. That's where Correction Line Ag and BW Fusion step in. We're redefining crop nutrition with cutting-edge biology that delivers real results. Stop relying on outdated methods. It's time for a fresh approach. CLA delivers data-driven solutions tailored for every growth stage, boosting your farm's ROI. Ready to get started? Call 833-CLA-SOIL or visit correctionlineag.com. Smarter farming starts here.
For more than a century, you have made St. Mary's your healthcare choice. It might be our dedication, compassion, and skill, or the personalized patient experience. Perhaps it is our award-winning, high-quality care. Whatever your reason, you trust St. Mary's will offer advanced technology and comprehensive care close to home. Learn more about our services at stmarysregional.com.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Our brand, Octus Legacy Private Wealth Management, is a reflection on our commitment to our clients, each other, and the growth we hope to achieve. As friends for multiple years, we operate like a tight-knit family where harmony and collaboration thrive. Our dedicated team of financial professionals complement each other, drawing on decades of shared experience. With a keen eye for detail, we understand each other's strengths, allowing us to deliver quality service. Our camaraderie extends beyond the workplace. We connect as friends, checking in over the weekends to stay connected. Our bond transcends the typical 9-to-5 workday, reflecting our commitment to genuine relationships. To become a client today, call us at 405-252-5925.
Day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your fans may not see it, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and range land, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
So you want to create your future, discover a path worth traveling down, find a career to get excited about. For decades, Career Tech has been training talented, skilled individuals, empowering them to step into a career that fuels not only their life, but the Oklahoma workforce. These individuals are the heartbeat of this state's economy. Individuals just like you. Create your future today at Oklahoma Career Tech.
Hi again, everybody. Welcome back here courtside to the BOK Center in Tulsa. There you see our halftime score for a number 1 Weatherford over 2A number 1 Dale, 28-24. I'm Todd Miller along with Doug Nelson of the Lincoln Christian Broadcasting crew. Of course, his team into the semifinals as they dispatched of Quinton earlier this afternoon. Final score of that game was 63-27. Lincoln Christian led at 21-0 at the end of the first, and then Quinton kind of stayed with them in the second and third periods, and then really the third period was the undoing for Quinton in a 20-6 advantage for Lincoln Christian. Here at halftime, after a 6-0 lead by Dale, Weatherford leads it by 4, 28-24. Weatherford with a 14-9 advantage in the first period, stretched it to 10. Dale's cut it to 4 at halftime thanks to one guy named Denton Forsyth. Doug, very, very impressive. 6 field goals and 13 points.
Yeah, 13 of the 24. Again, just really putting on a show here. Love watching him. Loved his brother last year, but you can tell this is his team this year. On the flip side, Walker, you talked about, and then CJ, those two guys, 23 of the 28, getting it done. The thing that stands out to me is the 7 for 10 3-point shooting for the Eagles.
And Doug, if I am Derek Bull, and I know his team can shoot the lights out of it, I'm a little bit concerned. You only lead by 4 in a half that you were 7 of 10 from 3-point shooting. If you're Weatherford, you hope you continue that hot hand, but you have to wonder if they really can for the next two periods.
Yeah, after that timeout, it's a 6-0 run for Dell to pull within 4 right here. And again, the premier game of the night. Both teams, if you look at it, 10 for 19 shooting for Weatherford from 2-point range. That's 52%. And then on the flip side, 1 for 6 for Dell in 3-point range, 16.7%, and then 11 for 23, 47.8 from 2-point range.
Yeah, Dale's actually had one more made field goal than Weatherford in the first half, but they've been outscored by a count of 21-3 beyond the arc. So they've had to make it up from 2-point range and in the paint, where they actually have an 18-6 advantage over a much taller Weatherford squad.
Weatherford leads in turnovers 6-2. And then the rebounding, 9 for Dell, and it looks like a total of 13 for Weatherford.
6-0 Pirates. Points off turnovers. Again, 18-6 Dale points in the paint. Fast break points, 4-0 Dale, and 5-2 Weatherford in second chance points. 12 points. Walker Kennedy at the first half, 4 of 7, shooting 3 of 4 from 3. CJ Nixon is 4 of 7, shooting 3 of 4 from 3-point range. He has 11. Nobody else with more than 3. Ethan Sage has that total. Tate Sage has 2. Forsyth has 13, 6 from Jed Higdon. Nobody else with more than 3. Chambers has that total, and he only has 1 rebound. So they've done a really good job on Trey. 2 points at halftime from Levi Kelly, who is 1 of 4 shooting. Leading rebounders for Dale at the break. Forsyth and Higdon each with 4. 5 rebounds from Tate Sage. Paces Weatherford in that category as well. Halftime here for the BOK Center. Winner will face the winner of Wilson, Henrietta, and 6A number 1 Owasso. That is tomorrow night, the final game of day number 2. You can see it all right here on Squirtle. Second half is coming up next for the 59th Annual Tournament of Champions, powered by Squirtle.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today. The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride.
Time to learn Doug Nelson and the rookie, at least from the Tournament of Champions, Mallory Reams from Fairview, and more importantly, an OU student producing our broadcast tonight. She has added a lot of value to this broadcast.
Yes.
Weatherford 28, Dale 24. Pirates will have it. Moving off to our right to start the second half.
Mallory, brilliance and beauty, right? The two things that we need, you and I.
Well, we had the third B, bald.
Yeah.
Hair Club by Men.
This is a choice for me.
Sponsored our broadcast tonight.
Back to work. Here we go.
Easton Edmondson with the ball to the front court. Weatherford led by as many as 10 in the first half. They start in a 2-3 zone. Forsyth, who leads all scorers with 13, handles it right side back to Easton. Dale really slowing this thing down to their first possession of the second half as Jeff barks out some instructions to his senior point guard and his son Easton. Levi Kelly with the basketball, left wing. Underneath the hit and goes up and a hard foul. He got Sage up in the air and he came right down on him, and that's going to cost Tate Sage his third personal foul. There's another look at it.
Yeah.
Terrific pump fake, and Tate bit on it.
That one hurts. Your head's up around the rim, and then the young man just stayed solid and finished through it.
You know, these are two teams that you could just sit and watch play for hours on end against each other.
Yeah. If you paid $8 to get in here, you need to pay somebody back because this is you're getting every penny of it.
Jed Higdon to the foul line. He's 48.5% this year. His scoring is up to 10 per game. He had 6 of the first half. He is averaging a career best 10.2 points per ball game in his first 10 starts at Dale. First foul shot is no good. I was commenting to you, I think the officials have done a really good job. There were only 4 free throws, each team with 2, and a total of 5 fouls for Weatherford and 4 for Dale in the first half.
It's been physical but fair, if that's such a thing. I mean, they've let them play, but at the same time kept control of it.
Second free throw, no good, other than being Tate's third foul. It turned out to work for Weatherford. Into the front court is Sage. She'll put up a 3 for the top of the key, no. Nixon rips down the rebound away from Forsyth. Back out front, it's Tate Sage. You give him too many opportunities, he's going to make you pay.
How about CJ with another big rebound right there? Forsyth was in position, but he just went and got it. The 6'6" kid, and then gave that opportunity to the Sage brother.
Another look at the splash bucket. 24-3, the Weatherford advantage on 3-point points. Kelly pump fakes, drives baseline right, whips it across the floor. Denton Forsyth, stutter steps, get it in the paint, spins to his left, rattles the jumper home.
Golly, did a great job spinning back. Total body control with the sweet kiss.
I've seen a lot of Denton Forsyth games. This might be the best one I've seen him play. I mean, you're talking about a giant in the state of Oklahoma in boys basketball. Hickson with it, right front court, looks for the cutter, instead goes to Ethan Sage. He'll put up a 3, and he got it.
Man, ran that UCLA cut, and then he popped right back out and knocked it down.
We were talking about the Quinton sisters playing one-on-one.
Yeah.
Their home goal. Can you imagine the battles between Ethan and Sage, or even if they just shot horse?
Yeah, and I'm sure Dad's, 6, 8, 9, somewhere in there. I'm not sure. Uncles are big too.
Edmondson with Dale down by 8. Kicks it to Kelly. His 3, right side, good.
Pumps his fist and runs the other way, back to work.
He has really been in a slump. That's his 9th made three-pointer. Again, he's headed for UCO. But he told me earlier this year, did Levi, I'm having more fun despite my shitty slump than I've ever had playing basketball. Nixon drives right against Higdon, and he banks home a runner. He just bullied his way to the goal. And he has a Baker's dozen of 13.
Yeah, a little Euro step, but a strong Euro step.
36-29, 5:40 to play here in the third period. Todd Miller, Doug Nelson with you from the BOK Center. Wing left is Denton Forsyth, guarded by Ethan Sage. Back to Ethan Edmondson. Easton, he puts up a 3 and back rims it. Nixon with a rebound.
Yeah, I love that coach's kid right there. That was a good look. I also love how hard he plays on defense. He's just heady.
He doesn't shoot often, but when he does, he's very efficient, almost 59%. Easton Edmondson coming in for the field, and 13 of 31 from beyond the arc. Out high is Ethan Sage. Weatherford a chance to build on the lead. Tate gets it down deep and pivots around Chambers and lays it in. Tate Sage with 5 of his 7 points here in the early stages of the second half, and Weatherford's up by 9.
And that jump hop got him to the center of the lane and then just finished through his right shoulder.
Edmondson with the top of the circle, veers right, under 5 to play in the third period. Down the paint goes Chambers. He ran over the Eagle, throws it in. Let's see if they give it the and one. I think it's going to be on the floor. It should be on the floor. They're calling the foul against Jackson Smith.
They counted it.
They are counting it. I'm telling you, that looked like continuation to me. And here's another look at it.
How about the great pass, the no look from the young man, the coach's son? Can you imagine the conversations during this 102 wins versus 4 losses run at the dinner table? Wow.
Jaden Chambers, free throw is up. He's 2 of 3. Knowing those two guys, they may keep a lot of it at the gym. I mean, they have great balance between their professional and family life.
Yeah, most of them do. When you have a kid playing, keep it at the gym or at the field or wherever.
Ethan Sage comes up short, wing left, and Karam's out of bounds. Dale will get it back with 4:32 to play in the third, down 38-32.
Coach Stewart always talked about that. Coach hard at practice in the game, but when we get in the car, it's daughter and mom.
Into the front court with it is Easton Edmondson to Higdon, top of the circle. He tacks against Sage, goes up two defenders and ducks under him and throws it in.
How about a sweet little pivot right there? He got him flying by, and he came back and finished.
Jed Higdon with 8 points, and that was big time against two of the top Weatherford defenders. Dale tries to trap. Nixon swings it out on the right wing side. It's Ethan Sage. Back to CJ. CJ between the circles near the center circle logo, halfway down to the third period. Sage traveled, but he lost the ball. It's scooped up by Levi Kelly to Forsyth in transition. He'll bounce it right side. Easton Edmondson to the goal. He bounces it in traffic. Higdon pulls it away, spins and scores. And Jet may be having one of his better games as well. And don't look now. It is now a 7-0 run by Dale to pull them within two at 38-36.
Higdon not intimidated at all by the 6'7s waiting on him right there. Of course, he goes 6'4", but Coach Edmondson fired up after that one.
Back to the TOC in just a moment. It's powered by Quick Trip in Squirtle.
In our business and at our firm, it's all about preparation, preparation, preparation. We are advocates for our client. We speak for them. So as a part of that advocacy, it involves hiring the best experts. It's doing the legal research. It's doing the medical research. That is advocacy behind the scenes. It's not just the bells and whistles in front of the jury.
Always love the holiday season, love holiday hoops, and one of the reasons I always get to work one time a year with my buddy Doug Nelson from Lincoln Christian.
You're too kind. Hey, if we find a way for Dale to win right here, you and I might get to work together tomorrow night.
Wouldn't that be nice? Nixon.
Weatherford's got other things in mind for sure. The Eagles.
Kennedy back to CJ out front. Between the circles, Ethan Sage. Just saying it would be nice to work together again. Tate, top of the circle. Kennedy's three, no good. Rebound volleyed by two white-cladded Eagles, and Edmondson has it. He streaks back the other way. Easton behind the back dribble, glides through the paint. Now gets it to Forsyth, and he's out of control and is called for steps.
Yeah, just sped up just a little too much right there. Oh, goodness.
One thing Dale has done is protect the ball very, very well. That's only their third turnover, and their turnover margin per game is almost 12.5. They only average, and that's with the starters playing a little more than a half of each game, 8.5 turns per contest. 38-36, 5 minutes into the second half. Walker Kennedy against Easton Edmondson out front. Comes to a jump stop. Nixon over the top, and it's intercepted. He was looking down low for Sage. That's Tate. Forsyth with the steal. Forsyth that has it saved in bounds and a pass up ahead from Higdon, and then he throws it away, trying to save it back in. Tate Sage cut off right block. Cross court to Jackson Smith for three. He got it.
Wow, that was just chaos going both ways a couple trips, and then we get a three out of that thing.
That is a veteran right there, and he's just a junior, a 3-year starter for the Weatherford Eagles. Jackson Smith with his first bucket. Timeout, 2:44 to play. Third period. We go to the break. Look into that bonus ball. Weatherford by 5 on Squirtle.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org. Anger, anxiety, worry.
Boys finals today. First game of the day for the boys, 72-51. Booker T over OK. That was a 3-point game early in the third period. Millwood overcomes an 8-point fourth period deficit to beat the Knights of Crossings Christian 63-58. Here it's 41-36 Weatherford. They've been in control since Dale started the evening on a 6-0 run. Weatherford a moment ago, though, had a 9-point lead. Dale answered with 7 straight. but a big 3-point basket a moment ago by the Eagles has them back in front by 2 possessions.
Yeah, just a great game. Hey, I got my coaching start at Weatherford, so I have a lot of respect for that city and that school system for sure.
It's a very good school system, very good community. Great location on I-40, about a little more than an hour from Oklahoma City. Kelly fumbles the ball left side, dives to the floor, scoops it out, but Chambers didn't expect it, and Tate Sage has it. So Dale, who only had 2 turnovers in the first 2 periods, has come out and now turned it over 3 of the last 4 possessions. Weatherford a chance to build in a 5-point lead. Ethan Sage, foul line right against Chambers to Nixon. Left wing, Kennedy bounces it out high for Sage. It was actually Jackson Smith. Good ball movement by Weatherford. Right corner, Tate Sage. Between the circles, Walker Kennedy. Defender Forsyth falls down. Ball fumbled by Smith, left wing. Forsyth gets up, and then a hand check against Levi Kelly, his first.
Yeah, took a shot right there and then hops back up. But, yeah, Coach Boyd and then Coach Seifert and Coach Barnett. Man, that's 34 years ago, but just a great opportunity for me in my young coaching career back in 91.
First Pirates foul in the 3rd period, only the 3rd between the 2 sides with a minute 36 to go in the period. Weatherford 41, Dale 36, a matchup of top-ranked teams in 4A and 2A respectively. Cash Jennings whips it across the floor, Ethan Sage. Ethan against Levi Kelly. Dipped his shoulder. They lob it for Kennedy down low. He drives back underneath the basket to Jennings for 3. It skips across the 10. Rebound to Sage and knocked out of bounds. Let's see who they call it off of. I think they're going to say Kelly was the one that touched it last. And you know what? They may have given Weatherford the basketball and not called the foul on Levi because he did instigate contact.
A lot of contact there. Came crashing in, and sometimes they'll do that, and that's the right way to go.
1:21 to play, 3rd period. Todd Miller, Doug Nelson with you on Squirtle tonight. Our broadcast powered by Squirtle. Wide open, Jennings for 3, almost airballed at top of the circle. Sage saves it in bounds, but to Edmondson. Dale by 5 with the attack from left to right. Easton left unguarded for 3, rattles at home.
Got it.
Talking about he doesn't look to score much.
Head
from
up.
long distance, but when he does, he takes good shots.
Yeah, what I liked about that, he had his head up the whole way. He knew exactly what was in front of him and knocked it down.
52 seconds to play here with the 3rd period. Weatherford again pointed out as they have each of the last 2 periods, taking the final shot. Eagles leading by 2. At halftime, they led by 4. They've led by as many as 9 here in the period. C.J. Nixon with a yo-yo dribble you see in the left front court. Directly in front of our broadcast position. Jed Higdon, one of 4 seniors in the starting lineup for Jeff Edmondson's club. Sacking off. Weatherford will be content to play this game until they can get it down to around 10 seconds or so.
Love both coaches getting after it right here.
15 seconds to play here with the 3rd, and here we go. Nixon looks over to Derek Bull. Derek Bull sets the offense with 10 seconds to go in the period. Nixon, one dribble, gets a screen right from Tate. Angles to the right of the paint, missed it. Ball hung on the rim, tipped out, no good. Edmondson, a runner from behind half court, and he almost made it.
Oh, wow. Good job right there getting that off, but that was all CJ. That's called Gab. Get a basket, and came up just a little bit short.
End of 3, Weatherford 41, Dale 39th from the 59th annual Tournament of Champions, fueled by Quick Trip and powered by Squirtle.
Looking to jumpstart your career affordably? Tri-County Tech is the place. Our award-winning school, powered by OK Career Tech, offers top-notch instructors and job placement support to help you secure your dream job. Join the workforce sooner with our programs, especially in high-demand fields like construction and healthcare. We provide quick and easy in-house financial assistance for most programs. With our new flexible year-round schedule for working adults, you can achieve your goals at your own pace. Classes start soon, so visit tricountytech.edu/adult and start your journey today. Looking to jumpstart your career affordably? Tri-County Tech.
Here's the numbers for 3 periods. Dale 57%, 17 to 30. Weatherford 15 of 30 for 30%. Eagles were 3 of 8 in the third period from beyond the arc, still shooting 56%, 10 of 18 from long distance. Dale from three-point range, 2 of 3 of the period. They were 6 of 7 of the third period, and now 33% for the ball game. Rebounds +4 for Weatherford, 17-13. Turnovers 9 for the Eagles, 4 for Dale, and a near turnover for Weatherford as Levi Kelly nearly stole the ball to start the fourth period from Walker Kelly. Bounce pass left side. Jackson Smith drives. Kelly cuts him off. The ball goes through the hands of Sage, and Easton Edmondson picks it up. Pulls up right wing, back rims the jumper that would have tied it. Tate Sage with a rebound. He hustled back and got the miss after having the ball picked from his pocket. 7:24 to play in the fourth. Weatherford 41, Dale 39. Third straight year Dale has been in the Tournament of Champions, the first school since Pawnee of 2A back in 05 through 07 to be in the tournament 3 straight years. Sage goes down the paint, left wing side, Kennedy. Walker with it out front, C.J. Nixon. Looking over to Derek Bull. When I say the first team, the first 2A school or smaller to be in this event 3 consecutive years.
And that's saying something. That's a historic tournament.
Kennedy to Sage, dipped his shoulder, turns and scores off the glass. Ethan Sage with 8. Those two have really been, for the most part, kept in check. Weatherford 43, Dale 39, almost a minute and a half into the fourth period.
This is one of those games you want overtime just because it's so clean. Here, how about this back door right here to Forsyth?
Edmondson bounces to Forsyth to Hinkton, who banks it in from in front of the rim.
The back door was impressive, but the pass to the cutting postman was even more impressive.
Dale shares the ball so well. Coming into this tournament, they averaged a total of 19 assists per ball game. Bounce pass and a good one. Smith to Sage, and Tate blew it at the rim. Dale can tie or take the lead with 6:15 to play. 43-41 Eagles over the Pirates. Forsyth with it around the top of the circle. Here, veers right. Now to Kelly for 3. Got it. And Dale has the lead.
Wow, he is having a night as he spins and looks at his guys on the bench.
Wow. 44-43. Dale by 1. There's another look at the 3 ball from Levi Kelly. That's his second of the day and his 10th of the senior season. Left wing, Sage for the answer, and Tate knocks it down.
Right back at you. This is that game you want to go to overtime just so you can get bonus ball.
5:31 to play here in the ball game. 46-44 Weatherford. Dale trail by as many as 9 in the third period. Forsyth spins, pump fakes, leans into Walker Kennedy. Layup where the shot drops, and he's fouled.
Again, the body control to finish. Ball rolls around, drops. I was watching the official. He is fired up.
Here's another look at it. And 1 for Denton Forsyth.
46 all in a classic.
If he makes this foul shot, it's his 18th point, but just his 5th since halftime. At one point, he was averaging over 21 points a game, but again, it's hard to score 20-plus when you play about 2 periods.
Yeah.
Free throw is good. We ride the seesaw. Pirates on top of the Eagles, 47-46. 5:24 to play here in regulation. C.J. Nixon with it to the front court. Left side, Ethan Sage. Sage with the basketball, directing traffic. Now Nixon comes out high to get the pass. Walker Kennedy guarded by Easton Edmondson. Left or right wing. Easton's done a great job defensively. Screen right, Tate Sage. Now he drives and attacks against Higdon. To Smith, who fumbled it, got it back, almost double dribbled. Look at the defense by Levi Kelly. 5 minutes to play. Dale preserving a 1-point lead.
Both sides really going at each other.
Yeah, don't tell anybody this is just a regular season game.
No.
Ethan Sage, right side, Tate Sage, down low, Nixon, foul on the floor. They came quickly with a double team, and it's going to cost Levi Kelly the foul.
Or this doesn't mean anything. It means a ton to both of these programs right now.
Levi with his second foul. Only 2 Pirates have more than 1 foul. Only 4 Dale players have been called for a foul tonight. Each team with a foul to start the fourth period. Ethan to Tate, open 3 right circle, no good. Edmondson knocks the ball on the floor and out of bounds. It'll stay with Weatherford. Weatherford, we told you, you thought they could not continue the torrid pace of 3-point shooting for the first half, 7 of 10. They dipped to 3 of 8 in the third period, but now are 1 of 2 here in the decisive fourth period, with Dale leading the Eagles 47-46.
Winning a lot of ball games, knocking down threes like that at that high percentage. There's the ball boy cleaning a spot. Had to do that a few times today. With the weather we have outside, the BOK's got a few spots that are leaking.
I wonder if the ball boy gets paid very well. We might give up broadcasting and head to wipe the perspiration up off the floor.
I don't know. Mallory said she gets 200 a game. We'll have to check that.
Walker Kennedy overshoots the basket with a runner, and he's called for an offensive foul.
Wow.
And it was Jed Hickton, who's having himself a night, that took the charge, and Kennedy has his third.
I was waiting for a replay. Really couldn't see it from our vantage point as well, but we'll trust the officials on this one.
Dale by 1, 47-46. Jeff Edmondson with 498 career victories, 149 losses in a career that spanned 5 years at Meeker, starting in 1999, and the last 17 in Pottawatomie County at Dale. Denton Forsyth with a yo-yo dribble right front court. He wants Ethan Sage to come out and take him on one-on-one. And Sage blocks him, and that's Ethan's third. Weatherford now has 3 players with 3 fouls.
In the last 7 years combined, I think these teams have lost 6 games, if my math is right.
You're right. Weatherford back-to-back 28-2 seasons, and twice have been denied the gold ball by the Douglas Trojans. Into the front court left is Forsyth. He gets deep, kicks it out. Kelly pulls it back out cross court to Edmondson. Dale now beats a double team, but the ball knocked away from Edmondson, poked out to Sage. Ethan then with Kelly 1-on-3 the other way, takes it away, and Levi draws the foul.
The hustle.
That's number 4 on Walker Kennedy. And I have said this during Dale's broadcast this year, that despite the shooting slump for Levi, he has not let that affect any other part of his game. He is among the team leaders in steals, coming in with 27. He also has a blocked shot. That through 10 games.
Yeah, you can't teach effort right there. I mean, that young man took off and made a big-time play.
Happy for him. He's going to play for Bob Hoffman at UCO.
Awesome.
His dad, Bobby, a professor at Oklahoma Baptist, and they've known Bob for a long, long time.
Boy, there's a name, Oklahoma basketball legendary name, Hoffman at OBU. Pan America, I believe. If I'm
Mercer, knocked Duke out of the national tournament.
Yeah. How about this? We're going to play a little cat and mouse. You got the lead, 47-46.
3.5 minutes to play. Edmondson and Forsyth exchanging passes out front. Easton with the basketball wing left to Chambers down low. Draws a double, kicks it right corner. Kelly's 3 wedges between the glass briefly and the rim, and Ethan Sage has the miss as he pivots away for the pressure.
Yeah, that's the same spot he hit that big 3 just a few minutes ago.
3:18 in Canada play in the ball game. Dale 47, Weatherford 46. Winner likely gets 6A number 1 Owasso. If it's Dale, it would be a rematch of the semifinals with Owasso a year ago, and the Rams won it 63-60. A 3, though, by Sage. He says, not quite so fast, my friend.
About 28-footer on that base, that sideline. Goodness.
Let's not look ahead to the semifinals and not talk about Weatherford. Sage with 3 3-point baskets. Weatherford by 2, and Edmondson's pass is kicked by Tate Sage.
Those two brothers, they are nice, as well as CJ and all of them.
Both of these teams have played together for so long. They know what each other is thinking before they actually perform it. Forsyth over the top of a double team to Kelly. He bounces it back to Denton. Weatherford by 2. We're under 2.5 to play in the ball game. Forsyth for 3. Got it, left circle.
We talked about the stars rising up, and there is one right there, 50-49, Dale.
Here's another look at it. Denton Forsyth for 3. Dale back in front. 50-49, 2:20 to play in the ball game. At a timeout, Derek Bull. It's a 30-second timeout for the Weatherford bench.
Easily the biggest crowd in here all day today, and they are getting a show by both of these team stars.
One of the reasons that Dale has been in this thing 3 straight years is the crowd that they bring. It certainly is not disappointed tonight. Back after this break, 2:23 to play. Dale 50, Weatherford 49 on Squirtle.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com. Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider?
Welcome back to the BOK Center, downtown Tulsa. An ugly day on the outside, a beautiful day for basketball. Post-Christmas, 2:23 to play. Dale by 1, 50-49 over 4A number 1 and two-time class runner-up Weatherford. The reset possession arrow belongs to the Pirates. They also are into the bonus.
Dale has 3 timeouts left, and Weatherford 1 as we go down the stretch here. Could play a factor.
Dale only has 1 foul, so that could be key if they have to foul down the stretch. Sage with it to the baseline. Ethan with his back to the basket. To Walker, Kennedy out high. Back to Ethan. He attacks against Chambers, bounces it for Nix into the corner. Tries to drive. Higdon cuts him off. Now he'll bounce it left front court for Smith. Out front, it's Ethan Sage. Into traffic, layup around and down, and good. He'll get it and 1.
We've seen a ton of that tonight. These guys drawing the contact and then finishing through, and then that ball just rolls around and drops. So 3-point opportunity for him.
There you see the strength by Ethan Sage as he went through 2 Pirates just to get that shot off. Kelly has his 3rd personal foul. Ethan Sage will go to the free throw line looking for his 11th point. So he and his brother Tate really have taken over here in the second half, and the free throw is good. That's the first foul shot by the Eagles here in the second half, and only the 3rd of the ball game. They've converted 2 of 3. Weatherford 52, Dale 50, a minute 48 to play in regulation.
As advertised, this is the big one right here. Here we come down the stretch.
Forsyth left of the screen from Higdon. They roll jet, Denton to the goal, foul. And he's going to the line. Nixon thought he had a block again and went hard against the window, but it's not against Nixon. It's against Walker Kennedy, and that's his 5th.
Oh, that's big for the Eagles. But, yeah, it just got sandwiched between those two. Everybody knew the foul was coming, and sure enough, they blew the whistle.
Let's pump the brakes. It's still 4 on Kennedy. That was the 2nd on Jackson Smith. Denton to the line where he's 1 of 1. Dale has had the advantage in free throws attempted today. This will be their 8th. They've hit 4 of their first 7 from the stripe.
The way both of these teams have played, you don't want either team to lose a guy to fouls just because it's been so well played.
Second free throw for Forsyth on the way, and it is good. And we are tied at 52. 23 for Denton Forsyth today. On the biggest stage he has been the man in, at least in his young career. He's played big, though, at the state tournament. Smith blows a layup. Sage there for the follow in the basket. Good feed from out high in Kennedy, but Jackson Smith blew the bunny. Unfortunately for Weatherford, Sage was there to clean it up.
Crashed the boards and was able just to finish it off.
Timeout. Back in a moment from the Tournament of Champions, fueled by Quick Trip and powered by Squirtle.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Braum's is bringing the heat. Introducing Braum's new spicy chicken sandwiches. Flavor this good just can't be beat. Braum's crispy, tender, spicy chicken delivers just enough kick to ramp up our original recipe. Get it regular or club style with crispy bacon and American cheese. Add on Braum's sauce for that extra burst of heat, and you have spicy chicken sandwich perfection, because nothing is better than Braum's. Braum's is bringing the heat.
Todd Miller, Doug Nelson, the Squirtle crew with you. Day 1 of 3. We'll have all 24 boys and girls bracket games live and free here this weekend from Tulsa, the BOK Center on Squirtle. Winner plays at 8:30 tomorrow. Loser plays at 1:30 against the winner-loser of Wilson Henrietta and 6A number 1 Owasso. Forsyth for 3. Misses short for the top of the key. The rebound to Jackson Smith. 1:17 to play. Weatherford holds, leading by 2, 54-52.
Got a great look at it. Just a little short. Legs might be a factor.
Pressure with the backcourt. Out front is Walker Kennedy with the basketball. Higdon pressures him. In front of us, it's Ethan Sage. Back to Walker on a cross-court pass. Weatherford looks like they're going to take the air out of the basketball with 1 minute to play, and Kelly with a smart foul, although it's his 4th. Dale has to start fouling because, as I mentioned earlier, that's only their 2nd foul, so they have 3 more before the Eagles shoot free throws.
They've got 3 on the board, so 2 more correct, Todd, and we'll be in the bonus, I believe.
Jackson Smith inbounds out front. Tate Sage had it knocked out of his hands by Forsythe. Tate gets it back. Jump pass deflected. Kennedy has it. And a foul called against the Pirates. And they're calling that on Denton Forsythe, the push. That's his second. That will be the fourth. And here comes Keldon Mealy, 6'6" sophomore, the only player off the bench tonight for Dale. He's averaged 5.6 points per game and 2.5 rebounds. This is where it becomes tough against a team like Weatherford or Dale if you have to foul, because both are so experienced. Tate Sage, pressured by Forsythe right side, bounces to Kennedy and a foul. That's on Mealy. That's its first. That's the reason Keldon is out there, is to preserve fouls of the starters, because here comes Kelly, who cannot foul. He has 4.
So we'll go to the line here on this 5th foul. 49.4 to go. Who can hit free throws?
Jackson Smith has big games in his blood. He only has 3 points, all on a 3-point shot here in the second half. He gets 2 free throws, and he misses the first. That's the help that Dale needed. As Mealy is out, Kelly is back in. 49.4 seconds to play. Weatherford by 2, pending a second free throw. With that miss, the Eagles today are just 2 of 4 foul shooting. There's a good look at Jackson Smith. Second one is up, and it's in and out. He missed them both. Chambers the rebound to Forsythe. Let's see what Jeff Edmondson does. 40 seconds to play. Denton into the front court. Weatherford by 2. Forsythe to the goal. Tried to bank it. A runner. He missed it. Ball tipped in the air by Sage. Taken back by Higdon. Fall to the floor with contact. No whistle and a foul. And then they're going to call a foul on Dale on a rebound.
Might have got
Trey Chambers.
Yeah,
that's his first.
Forsythe might have got fouled on that initial drive, and that's what the Dale Pirate fans are wanting, and I have to agree with them. That was quite a bit of contact.
Well, Jeff's not happy at all. The Dale fans behind us are not particularly happy either. And now Tate Sage, who's 1 of 1, is going to go to the free throw line.
Higdon had a great look at the putback.
First free throw is up, and it's good. Jeff Edmondson wants a timeout. That will leave him with 2. Keep in mind, Weatherford, on the last timeout, used their final 1. They lead by 3, pending a second foul shot. We are back to the 59th Annual Tournament of Champions after this message on Squirtle.
Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma, Trevor Randall is very familiar with the area and the Oklahoma economy. Trevor enjoys helping customers just like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits their needs. With over 19 years of experience to help you better understand the options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. So give Randall Insurance Agency a call at 405-341-7878 and let us help you get the protection you need with the service you deserve.
The proof starts here at Upper Crust. The details are deliberate, perfectly on purpose. From that warm greeting to the wood-fired smoky char of our signature pies. Upper Crust, gather round. The proof starts here at Upper Crust.
Weatherford with 1 more free throw, and it's a big one. Upcoming from Tate Sage, and why not? He's been big in the second half. He has 17 points, Doug Nelson, 15 over the last 2 periods.
Just putting on a show. The superstars from both teams are really showing up here. Sage boys for sure, and then CJ and Forsythe on the far, this other side.
Tell you who has not been involved much, CJ Nixon. He has 13, but only 1 2-point basket since the break.
Yeah, had a great first half for sure.
Here's Ethan Sage, where the second free throw's up, and it's good.
That one dropped. It looked a little long from our vantage point. 4-point lead.
Ethan hits both. I said it was Tate. It was Ethan to the foul line. 56-52. Dale's got to hurry. 26 seconds to play. Edmondson right front court. 20 seconds to play. Out high, it's Forsythe. Dribbles left. 3 on the way. Got it. It's a 1-point game. How about that clutch gene from D3 Denton Forsythe?
My goodness. Just over there in the what would be the most expensive seats in the BOK, and just pulls, no doubt, money.
And he did that right over the stretched arm of Tate Sage. All 6'7" of him. So you know that had to go about 7'4" or 5" just to get over it.
And he was about, 28 plus foot out there for sure. So The good thing in today, they have the high school line out there. You know, some of these big-time tournaments, you'll see a different line. We played at OBU earlier in the year, and they had a couple different lines, and it confuses the kids. You know about OBU. You call games there all the time.
I do.
Outstanding.
Denton Forsyth with 25 points. And by making that, the Pirates still have hope. If that misses, the game likely is over.
Yeah, and
because
they have
Weatherford would have had it, nursing a 4-point lead.
got to go for the steal right here. You still have one timeout. Worst case scenario, foul. Put them back on the line. See if you can get a miss. One possession game.
Dale has 6 made 3-pointers, 5 of those in the second half. Kelly has 2. Forsyth has 3, and Easton Edmondson has the other.
Wow. Just impressed with both of these clubs.
Here's the full court pressure. Tate Sage to inbound, and immediately Walker Kennedy is fouled by Easton Edmondson underneath the basket. That didn't take long.
No.
15 seconds remain. Now Kennedy has to make 2, so he's got the pressure on him with those pink shoes.
Yeah, kids are funny, man. They wear all these different color. It is the holiday hoop season, right? So why not?
Those aren't cheap Converse sneakers like we used to wear, although I don't think they were cheap back in the day. First one is up and no good.
There you go. You draw it up just like that. You practice these scenarios. You get him to miss this one. Now it's a one-possession game. Of course, you got to block out if you're Dell.
Mealy leaves. Kelly comes back in a timeout, Dale, and that's going to be their final one.
Yeah, that's it.
And it really serves 2 purposes. It makes Walker Kennedy think about this important third or second free throw, and it gives Edmondson, without a timeout, a chance to draw up something for a final shot, albeit a tie with a 2 or a win with a 3.
Yeah. Great coaches on both sides here. That's the million-dollar question. Do you go for the tie or you go for the win in this type of game? I asked for it. Why not? Bonus ball.
I will tell you this. Overtime favors Dale, and for one reason. Walker Kennedy has 4 fouls. Ethan and Tate Sage each have 3 fouls. Levi Kelly is the only Pirate in any semblance of foul trouble. He has 4. Edmondson, Forsyth, Higdon each with 2. Mealy and Chambers with 1 each. Neither team has a timeout. Both teams are into the bonus. And in the case of a tie-up, the possession arrow favors the Pirates.
Broken Arrow girls and Glenpool girls are coming up next. I promise you, they don't want overtime. They're ready to get out here and get going.
Glenpool, one of the few teams early in the season that stood toe-to-toe with 4A number 1 Lincoln Christian. And boy, were they impressive earlier today over Class A Quinton. Quinton ranked 3rd in the latest OSSAA rankings. There's the second free throw by Kennedy, and he got it.
Got it. 2-point game. Here we go. 15 seconds.
You don't have to have a 3, but you better get it 2 quick if you don't. Edmondson rolls it inbounds. Forsyth picks it up. 10 seconds to play. Denton to the goal. Left-handed layup. No. Rebound Nixon. He'll touch it to Tate. Now in the backcourt, it's Tate Sage and a foul. And Sage is going to go to the free throw line more than likely to end this ball game with 5.5 seconds.
Yeah, Forsyth got to the rack. He got where he wanted to go. Left side, just a little bit strong. Was probably hoping for a foul there. Weatherford did a good job rebounding.
Chambers picks up his second. Both teams over the 5-foul limit. 2 free throws here, all but ends it. Makes it a 2-possession game. No timeouts for Dale and 5.5 seconds to play. First one is up, and it's good. Tate Sage, 2 of 2 at the foul line.
Those 2 young men, brothers, talking to each other. Wonder what they're saying.
I'm going to guess Ethan told him, I don't care what you do the rest of the day, make this free throw.
Yeah, make it easy on us.
Foul shot is up, and it's good, and that'll about do it.
Yeah, that makes it tough.
Edmondson to Forsyth, 4 seconds to play. Weatherford by 4. Forsyth a 3. Got it. That's going to do it. Time runs down. Weatherford knocks off Dale 59-58. So the last 2 Pirate losses have come in this tournament. Last year in the semifinals against Owasso, 63-60 on a late field goal by Jalen Montanati. And today, Weatherford beats them by 1, 59-58. to 58.
Yeah, just two great teams going at each other, two great coaches and communities. Just fun to be a part of, fun to watch. Thank you for letting me call this with you. I just sat here in awe watching both of these programs.
Tate Sage finishes today with 17 points. His twin brother Ethan has 12 points. Walker Kennedy didn't do much of the second half. He finished with 13 points, only one after the break. DJ Nixon only had one field goal after halftime. He finished the night with 13. Denton Forsyth, the game's lone double figures. Denton Forsyth leads the way as he finishes with 14-17, 29 points. Jed Higdon had 12 points, and that was the double figure scoring for Dale. So the final score, 2A number 1 Dale falls to 4A number 1 Weatherford. Final score, 59-58. Dale will play at 1:30 tomorrow against either Owasso or Wilson Henrietta, while Weatherford moves into a likely matchup with 6A number 1 Owasso at 8:30. Coming up next, it is Broken Arrow and Glenpool, Game 7 of day number 1 from the 59th Annual Tournament of Champions for the BOK Center. For Doug Nelson, I'm Todd Miller. We'll see you again tomorrow. Good night, everybody.